Bitcoin holding below 106. Some whales are taking some profits. Should you? Yeah, the whales are offloading some Bitcoin right now. Headlines on X are flashing red. The panic is real for some people. But let me tell you something most people won't say. Bitcoin is holding above and absorbing all the sales. It's holding above the key support of 102 and 100,000, standing firm. So what's going on here? Let's break it all down for you. Welcome back, Crypto Crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in crypto and Bitcoin action. If you like what you see, please give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe, and don't forget to come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all day, every day. All right, we're going to kick today off with the 12-hour chart. This marketplace isn't breaking down. It's the calm before the storm. And as I said, there are some whales that are selling the coin right now. Yeah, they're stacking their bags a little bit, and they're actually trying to drive this market down to that 97,500 CME market cap. They have not been successful so far. I'm not saying that they're not going to be, but I wouldn't even be panicking if the market actually was to do something like that. But right now, as we could see on the 12-hour chart itself, we are coiling again. As usual, the marketplace has been kind of boring. Maybe the whales are selling because they're bored. They want to do something. But really what we're seeing right now, the market actually could come down. We're projecting it could come down to potentially, like, say, 101 and a half, 102 before we get the consolidation big breakout point. Okay, that's what we're looking at. This coin is poised to go much higher. It's going to take some time, but it's going to go much higher, and we got proof for you. I mean, we talked about this before in previous videos. Bitcoin is surpassing global economies. All right, we're talking countries. All right, it is bypassing global economies. Now, if we reach 140,000, as we said before, we take over the UK and France. So this thing, it is nothing stopping this coin. Now, if you're a hodler, you don't care about the short-term price action, great. But if you're a short-term trader, okay, you got your eye going, oh my goodness, I'm long at 108, it's 105, it's 104, it's 103, where should I dump? Well, that's according to your trading plan, all right? Everything is R value, right? What your risk reward is. If you're looking for 120, and you're long at like 106, okay, well, you got to put a proper stop loss in. And I'm not here to dictate to you what the stop should be, but everything has to go according to your trading plan. So really what we're seeing here is we believe that this is the calm before the storm. We're consolidating in a tight range. We got support, right at this level, 103, a little bit deeper down at 100,000. I don't really see anything really panicking. Also, what he said, the whales have been, stacking their bags a little bit because they really want to drive it down. They want to drive it down, freak everybody out so they could actually buy back cheaper, right? That's the name of the game. So this is something that we got to keep our eye on. But however, I wouldn't really it's not panic mode. It's nowhere near like anywhere it should be fearful right now. So I want to switch over to M2. All right. Now, we've been talking about this, I don't know, ad nauseum, right? We've been saying that it's a 105-day lag. Now, here, congratulations. The European Central Bank just cut rates by 25 basis points, exactly what was expected. Okay, well, really the effect on the euro dollar is really not much right now. It's basically trading at the same price it's been trading at, a little bit higher. No, it's really the same exact price, 114.30, okay? Dollar yen has gone up a little bit, trading right at 143.30 right now, which is good, which means that the people, they're not too afraid of what's going on in the Ukraine-Russia situation. We got to keep our eye on that because, as we said, we can't control what happens. You got you got two crazy dudes over there, really like just going insane. You got. I don't even want to say it. I don't want to get into it. All I can say is that you can't hate these people enough, man. You just can't hate them enough. All right, so M2 is flying again. Again, more liquidity, more fuel. And Bitcoin is lagging right now. Lagging. But don't mistake silence for weakness. This setup doesn't whisper, it screams when it starts going. The next 60 days could rewrite the entire market structure. So get your levels, get your plan, and be ready for it. Now, since I'm talking about cycles, I want to bring you over to an interesting chart right here. We were talking about Bitcoin cycles, and this was compiled by Frank. It's an excellent idea to actually look at this. I mean, if we go back in time, we had 1,278 days to decide to get rich. Okay. Then you got rich and it lasted for 303 days. And then it went down into a next lull for 1,004 days before you had to make another decision whether or not you wanted to be extremely rich. Well, guess what? You got extremely rich. It lasted for 369 days. Each bear market, the bottoms were higher than the previous. So it's showing you, like, long term, this thing is poised to really rocket. So right now, in 791 days, you had, a little bit more difficult of a decision, all right, because you're at 18,000. The previous, you were at 3,000. So, I mean, you could, and actually, if we go back in time over here, we were like at $800. So, I mean, of course, this was much easier decision. This was a little bit more difficult. This one was extremely difficult. Can understand that, 18,000. Oh my God, we were just at 3,000. People always remember what happened. However, they're not looking forward. They're not looking forward. Look at this thing. This thing is exploding. All right. So it's 517 days so far into this thing. We're 15 months into the current Bitcoin cycle. Looking back, the bull runs, right now they're getting longer. The bear markets are getting shorter. If history rhymes, we've got about 6 months of runway left before euphoria peaks. Translation: every single trade, every entry, every exit counts double right now. Okay, so you gotta plan this. All right, we're not saying we can't get a little bit of whipsaw. Of course, you can get whipsaw because that's the marketplace trying to fool you. All right, so you got to pick your points. You got to, you got to invest with your head, not over it. But long run, this coin's going to the moon. All right. Now, I want to just move on over to the shorter term time frame, and also I'm going to be discussing a trade that was taken. We're looking at the 8-hour chart. Okay, we're still consolidating nicely right by the support line. Like we said, we need a break above. I believe we need a break above like 109 right now to clear out all this nonsense. There's support 102, 100, and 97, 500, the CME market gap. But I do believe that if just throw up a really quick trend line on this chart right here, we could see a potential short-term break. And I'll put it, let's make sure I touch a lot of espresso again today. So I would think a break above the 106, hold above, use this line as support to catapult us to 109. And then we got, we're clearing out all the nonsense that's happening. I mean, if we look at, first of all, we go back to the old bull market peak indicator 0 to 30 again. We look at the Bitcoin funding rates. They're extremely low. Everything is not changed. It's unchanged. Retail is still asleep in this thing. And of course, whales are trying to push and throw everybody off their game, but I think they're going to lose on this one. I think that if it breaks through the 109, they're actually going to, panic a little bit, and they don't want to miss the big run up either. They're just trying to basically fool us. So here's that chart that we're talking about. Now I want to go over to Ethereum, okay? Because this chart I think is a really important chart. And let's make sure that we could pull it up. So let's give it the old refresh right here. Make sure that it comes up for us. Because this chart is important. There it is. There it is. It came back. Thank goodness. Okay, so altcoin signal from the king of L1s, Ethereum. Ethereum just tapped its make or break level and it bounced off of it. Okay, it bounced off of it. Now, we've been saying for a while that the breakout, in my personal opinion, occurs around 2800, 2900. Then it's probably going to rally to like 3500. Then we got the 4000 level we got to pop through. But once we pop through this top, we are clean sailing for the old top, which is right at like say 5 grand. Okay, once that level clears, if we just do market geometry and we take, the low of the move, okay, and we add it to the top, okay, we're looking at 4,500, like maybe 5 grand. It's coming to the first level of like major resistance, in my opinion, around 9100, around 9100. So Ethereum right now is, we could be witnessing the start of the full altcoin market flip. This move isn't the top, it's the foundation for something much bigger. Like this signal to us that this is, this is the beginning. I mean, it held. I mean, it was a deeper, if we look here, we got a low, we got a high low, we got a high, and then we got a low, but we have not turned down and created a lower low. Market structure would say that if this was going to actually fall, it would have to create a lower low, retreat, come back up, make a lower high, and then turn down again. That would be market structure saying downward basis. This is market structure saying F you, upward basis. Okay, so it's all here for us. Now, I also want to point out, that we have, hang on a second here. Where is it? 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 Here we go. I want to point out to you that we have a trade on that we take in live on XRP. All right. You can't see the prices. I'm going to have Justin adjust his charts for me because I can only get JPEGs of this. So I really can't show you the full right side of the chart with the prices. And I know you guys like to see that stuff. But right now we have a trade on where we are long XRP. I don't really know the internals of the trade itself, but I know that I can see that Justin has a take profit or a breakout level at $2.36, right up around a fib level of 0.618. I would think would probably be some resistance for XRP. I think it's a good trade. I mean, got long at 220. It looks like I would think it's going to be like a 1R type of situation for a stop. Again, I don't know the details of it, but if I would have been in a live trading room, I would have found. Unfortunately, I was trading dollar yen at the time, probably as usual. So, and I got one eye on dollar yen right now as it's breaking higher. Son of a gun! I should have been. Well, whatever. Anyway, before we wrap up, crew, I want to make sure that you are well aware of our free crypto trading community. And this bloody thing always wants to start over again. And there's a link down in description. And let's make sure we can get that up for you so we can show you right here. You just click this link right here. You'll be taken over to this site right here where you can join our totally free community. Okay? This is where the live trading occurs. So this is where you're going to want to watch and learn from some of the best traders that we have in the group. Actually, all of our traders are really good traders. They really got good, mindset for this game. And it's something that, as a novice, you can learn from. It's always best to learn from a mentor. Okay, so if you could watch and ask questions and it doesn't cost you anything, how can you beat that? How can you beat that? You can't. So we'll be dropping insane alpha and trading opportunities daily here, from breakout setups, long-term gens. We got you covered. We're going to be trading live here. You want to follow us with our solid broker. Make sure you come on over and you click this link. You'll be taken over to WEEX, where we actually do all our live trading. And also, if you want to follow us trading live, you'd probably want the same broker that we got because, you get the same spreads. And, that's always good. So this broker is really great for us. It's low fees, fast execution, perfect for our trading strategies. And, well, come on over and check it out. Check it out. Get yourself a free WEEX account and get involved, man. Get involved. This is getting really, really hypey. I know it's boring. I know it's been boring the last like 4 days, but boredom leads to excitement, right? Boredom leads to excitement. All right, so make sure that you come on over. You follow us on X, where we talk about crypto. Now, for today's breakdown, let's just talk about it. Really, synopsis, okay? Bitcoin's holding strong. Ethereum just made a statement, and the altcoin winds are shifting. If you got value from today's video, please smash the like button, drop a comment with your current trade setups. Don't forget to subscribe for more daily heat. Until next time, remember always trade with your head, not over it. Do your own research and enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.